Merry Christmas, guys, and welcome to the Eastbourne Fisherman's Christmas Not So Special. Today I've come down to a local Eastbourne beach. I'm fishing at the Redoubt Fortress in Eastbourne. It's a pretty easy mark to find, but I just thought we'd come down with a bit of variation, and today we're targeting dabs. Apart from wearing this stupid hat, we're just going to have a fishing session and just, hopefully try and catch some dabs. That is the main quest today, catch a few dabs. I'll show you the rigs we're using, we'll do some fishing, and hopefully we can achieve the target. I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas, whatever you're up to, and let's crack on with the session. Cheers. Right guys, so baits we got today, we've got some mackerel there, we've got some squid, and then the special ingredient today is the black lug. So this black lug here, sticky black lug, a dab's favourite diet apparently. This is just normal, fresh lug that has been in my fridge for the last week and a bit, to gain that nice sticky tar-like consistency, and that's what we're going to use to hopefully catch some dabs. Rigs wise today we're going to be using the new Trident Dynaform rig. Just going to have a couple of goes of that just to see how we get on. I've got it in the pulley configuration at the moment. We've got a nice big black lug there with a 1/0 hook at the bottom, rolling lead, so it's obviously the slack line at the moment now, slack water. And then on my second rig I just got a rolling lead there, 2-hook flapper, again with the sticky black lug there. Throughout the day what we'll be doing is we'll be tipping with various baits, just trying to figure out what the fish will take, and hopefully we'll be able to bag some fish, and it will be better than last year's Christmas Not So Special, which was pretty interesting. So yeah, we're fishing a day session today. A couple of my mates are coming down later as well, so it's going to be a nice hopefully a nice festive one. And I'm going to get the first rig out now, and let's see if we can catch some fish. Equipment wise today then, I absolutely had a bit of a schoolboy error this morning when I was packing my gear. It's quite early in the morning this morning when we got out, so I've literally just packed the Achios Air Power sliding reel seat version with an Achios Air Loop R10 straight through mono, and we're going to give that a go, see how we get on. Day today is looking like it's going to be pretty foggy. We'll come up over here and have a look in the distance. Sea's a little bit cloudy, not very clear, overcast sort of like day. Looking towards that way, cannot see the pier whatsoever. Hopefully the day will clear as we go. Let's get a first bait out in the water and see what we can pick up. Right guys, so the baits are out in the water, or should I say the bait is out in the water so far. The tide is on the rise, so we're fishing the flood today. We're hopefully going to fish it all the way up to midday, which is around about 11 o'clock, and then hopefully fish it out for an hour, and that'll be our lot. I'm not really a big fan of day sessions. I prefer night sessions predominantly because you feel more solitary, and you're on your own. Don't really get many people coming down, and it's just peaceful and quiet. That's my own personal preference. I do need to put a lot more effort into fishing days. 2 reasons why I predominantly don't is there's a lot of people walking around on the beach. You get the visit from the obligatory dog. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love dogs. I think they're cool. But when you're fishing and they're trying to steal your bait, it's not a good mix. As you can hear on the beach to the right of me so far. Also, I'm not really a big fan of swimmers when you're fishing. A couple of numerous times I've had to reel in and wait for swimmers in front of me to finish what they're doing, which just hampers the session, and it just puts a down on it really. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of day sessions, which is mostly why most of my fishing's done during the night. But we'll see how it goes today. I've got full faith in today. Hopefully it's going to change my mind. It's a bit of a dreary day. There might not be many people walking around. Well, I say that, it's already packed up the top of the promenade with people walking dogs and cycling and so forth. So we will see. Got to keep my positive spirit, especially with this hat on today. So yeah, let's carry on fishing, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some fish. Right guys, so if you see my last video, I did a couple of videos about the Trident tackle Dynaform, which is here. So it's a new product out by Trident, which is there. And the thing that's different about this is like you can make 2 different rigs out of one rig, like I said in my previous video, and I really like that option to have that. I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is. So at the moment we're set up into the pulley configuration there. So we've got the rotor at the bottom, the hooks clip down, the leads on the bottom, and the pulley beads at the top. By just popping the hook out of the rotor there, removing the rotor from the bottom of the clip there, and attaching that now onto the Dynaform, you now effectively have a running ledger rig there, just by changing the position of the weight. All you do now is clip that onto your mainline swivel, or so on and so forth, and then there you've got your sliding lead, and your hook length trails behind. I really like it. I think it's great. I think it's a really good bit of kit. Having one piece of kit that essentially does 2. I know there's a lot of other features that you can do with it as well. It probably won't be things that I would use. But yeah, check them out. I'll leave a video video link in the description below if you want to give these rigs a go for yourself. Like I said, first cast, I just put it out. Unfortunately we didn't have any fish on it, but the rig didn't tangle, but come in nice. So thumbs up from me. The rod tip's going a little bit now, so I mean hopefully fishing will pick up and we'll be able to grab some fish. There we go, little taps to the rod. Right guys, so we beat the Christmas special blank with a couple of little whiting. Oh man, these things are a winter pest. I want to catch some dabs today, but you know, I'm pretty happy that we're beating the blank. A couple of small pin whiting. Let's get them back in and try and get the target fish. I do have a special weapon today, which are sprats, so we'll wait for these to thaw out and we'll start using them for tipping as well. Again, then the little knocks on the top of the rod, telltale sign that we're fishing with armies of whiting around. So definitely not the target species, but hopefully we can get through them and try and bag a dab today. But they're definitely here for the while, whether you love them or hate them. Sea full of whiting, day and night. They definitely mean business and they want to eat all your bait. Little piranhas, absolutely piranhas. Let's have a look, see what we got. Right guys, bang into another 2. As soon as the bait hits the water, just tiny bit of lug on each hook. 2 more whiting. They're not a bad size, to be fair with you, not a bad size. I mean, if you want to come down and if you're local to Eastbourne and you want to come down and just have a fish with your kids and get them interested in fishing, it's probably good to go and grab some lug and come out for a bit and just have some fun catching some fish while they're here. Just like the mackerel season, if you're fishing with kids, mackerel season is good because it gets them interested. That's what they want to do. So yeah, another 2 whiting to add to the bag. Christmas special this year is going a little bit better than the one last year, but we're only catching whiting, so we're going to carry on for fishing through it and see if we can try and catch that dab. And out of the mist comes 2 swimmers swimming straight across the beach into the line. Now, I've got nothing against swimmers. The beach is a free place for everybody, but when you're fishing, just be careful and just make sure that you're aware of swimmers that are in the water. The last thing you want to do is get them caught up in your line. We've got to make sure we use the beach for everybody and be responsible anglers as well. Right guys, we're banging into another 2 whiting. As soon as the bait hits the water, these fellas are on it like a car boot. They're literally everywhere. Right Pete, what have you had then so far, mate?
It's a whiting first, mate.
So what the heck? What's going on? You promised me dabs. What's going on?
Wait till the ebbing tide. You'll get dabs on the ebb.
Right, so far between 4 of us, all we've had so far is whiting. Where is that dab? Will one of us get a dab today? Peter's wise words are wait for the ebbing tide. So we'll see what happens and see if it rings true. Right guys, so as I'm a bit of a muppet and I only bought one rod today, we've had tons of whiting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang out a big squid just over the top of the tide, and just throw that out and see if we get anything on that. As soon as the tide starts ebbing again, what we'll do is we'll throw back on the small hook rigs and fish it for an hour or 2 hours and see if we can pick up a dab on the ebb. But yeah, so far everything on the incoming tide is just whiting mania, absolutely everywhere. So yeah, wish me luck. Right guys, so the Trident Dyna form rig definitely works. I threw out a whole squid just on the pulley setup, and I just hooked into this whiting, absolutely corker of a whiting. Look at the size of that. That is definitely coming home for some fish cakes. Absolutely awesome, absolutely fantastic. So I tried to fish not for whiting. I ended up catching whiting on the bigger bait, the bigger squid bait, whole squid. Right guys, there he is, absolute corker of a whiting. If we had more whiting like that, we'd definitely get some decent fish cakes out of him. Just going to put his mouth on. Oh, if you don't flip around everywhere, might be able to get a decent measurement. Right, so there he is there, nose on the end, tail coming down, 39 centimetres, absolutely fantastic fish. Right guys, so just reeled in this absolutely tiny little fish. I don't have a clue what it is, so if you guys know what it is, drop it in the comments below, so I can learn and hopefully educate others. But yeah, what a cool little fish. Never seen one of them before. Like I said, let us know what you think or what it is in the comments. Weird looking fella. Right, so what I'm going to do now is going to have a play with offsetting hooks. Now a lot of people say about offsetting hooks, and all you do is you put the pliers on the hook and you bend it out a little bit, just so it creates a little kink in the hook like that, and the hook is bent to one side rather than being a straight hook. So we'll give that a go and see if that improves our catch ratio. Another 2 whiting for me, just in comparison. The top fish was the one we caught earlier. Guys, the onslaught is relentless. Another 2 there. Look at the size difference, man. They range from really small to nice fish cake size. So if anything today, we've definitely got a couple of fish cakes in the bag. Right, so the tide's considerably on the way, going back out right now. So we're about an hour into the ebb now. It just literally seems to be whiting mania. We've got a sea full of whiting. I've seen one dab caught by my friend Salah, and apart from that, nothing else. So I'm going to give it about another hour, and I think that's going to be my lot. Right then guys, we're on a last ditch attempt to try and bag a dab for this Christmas not so special, which has turned into an absolute whiting fest. Cannot believe it. As soon as the baits hit the water, boom, that's it. Whiting, tingling time. Absolute nightmare. But you know, hey, we've still caught some fish. Can't complain really. So yeah, it's the last slog then. Last couple of casts. Let's try and bag myself a dab. As Peter said before, it usually fishes here better on the ebb for the dabs. Will it work? We'll soon find out. Right guys, so the fishing is pretty much dried up. It's gone super quiet, super quiet. And now I'm just going to take some time just to enjoy myself and have a rich tea finger. Just checking the tip of the rod, and as I say it's going quiet, we'll start to get bites again. It's a joy of filming. But hey, it's been a nice day, spent some time with the lads before Christmas, had a fish together. There's absolutely tons and tons and tons of whiting out there. Absolutely tons. Will we catch the Christmas dab? That's the mission today. 1 Christmas dab. Salah's had 2 on the beach next to us. I just want 1 dab and I'll be a happy chappy. It'll be target achieved. So there's the target fish caught by Salah. That's 2 fish now, Salah, yeah? 2 dabs. That's the fish we're after. There. let's try and get some. Right, mate. Right, guys, it's taken some time, but I finally have received a miniature dab. Look at the size of that. It looks like it belongs in a Kinder egg. Look at the size of that little dab. Let's get him back in and try and catch something a bit bigger. But yep, target achieved. Well, I don't know. Is that target achieved or not? We've caught a dab, so we've done what we said we wanted to do. What a weird day it's been. And another one to add to the collection today. Today I've seen so many whiting, just absolutely everywhere. As soon as your bait hits the water, they are literally there, just like miniature piranhas, absolutely everywhere. Love them or hate them, they are here to stay. In their thousands, hundreds of thousands of them. But hey, that's fishing. And there it is. There it is. It's a nice fish, that, mate. There's the fish that Peter has just stolen from my fishing rig. Right, guys, so persistence is key. There we go. Another little dab there. Nothing massive, but we've caught some target species, which is great. I'm actually pretty chuffed now. Got through the hordes of whiting, and a couple of little fish come out at the end. Happy days. Right, guys, so we're on the last cast now. Last cast of the day. It's been a pretty good day, to be fair with you. Apart from the onslaught of whiting, it's been whiting mania. But we did hit our two fish, which were dabs, which was the target species. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. Nothing majorly record breaking. No big fish today. But you know, still good fun to be out with your mates. Right, guys, so just like that, the fishing has turned off like a complete light switch. It's been a crazy session today. It's been crazy. We've been down for about 4 or 5 hours max. There's been a ton of whiting, man. The amount of whiting out there is just absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. Absolutely tons of whiting. We managed to pick through the whiting, and we ended up with two small dabs. Salah's had a couple of dabs. Peter's had a bass that we missed to get on the film, unfortunately. And you know, there's been a couple of other dabs come out as well. So yeah, all the dabs that have come out have been pretty small. The biggest one of the day was a nice table-sized one that Peter had there. Apart from that, guys, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who follows the channel over the last year and joined me on some of my fishing adventures. It's been good fun. It's been good fun doing it. And we've had some pretty nice fish, to be fair, over the last year. The only thing I haven't managed to do this year, which I'm definitely going to try more next year, is to catch more lure-caught bass. So that is one of my goals for next year. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas and a New Year with your friends and your family. Big shout out to everyone, like I said, that follows the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider it. And I'll see you next year on the next video. Thanks very much, and Merry Christmas.